We got problems with the skid steer. A friend of ours used it to clear up some woods for us, and I don't know what happened. Don't know how it happened, but the muffler broke off right at the daggum mount. Yep, it's pretty ugly, and I bet that mount's gonna be hard to get off there without breaking studs off, but got to come off. Have to weld up, find another one, or weld up one, or make one, or something. Somebody added this and they modified it to work. It really ain't a factory original for this tractor. Alright guys, today I'm going to try to patch this muffler up. What wind is rolling today. You can see it broke all the way around that weld. Matter of fact, it looks like it was just a little bit holding the damn thing on there for a little bit. And then he wired it up to the manifold to keep it, try to keep it together. So, because this is a non-factory muffler, I can take the muffler off right here pretty easily and just work on this. Now this part right here was added, and this was probably factory original right here. Set this over here, get some lights on, we can see it a little better. So this was probably the factory original, and they cut it off because the original comes all the way on back to here, and then welded that on and then clamped the muffler on it and adapted this thing here. So the problem's going to be, one thing is getting this off, and the second thing is welding that thin metal back on there. I did spray these with WD-40 about 30-45 minutes ago, so hopefully it helps. I bet the whole studs come out of this thing. Yep, the whole stud's coming out, so I'm going to have to replace the damn studs. But I'd rather them come out than break off, that's for sure. A little short, looks like water pump studs, to tell you the truth. This is going to unscrew the stud too. No, maybe not. Maybe not. They turn them pretty easily. That's a good sign. Another thing is coming up with some kind of exhaust manifold gasket here, or exhaust gasket rather. This one's going to come off too. Now, the last one's always the one that gives trouble. I hope stud's going to come out with that. So I got to figure out what kind of exhaust gasket this thing's got. It don't look like it really had one. Whew. Factory welds, never get that thing to come off. You can tell that old pipe stuck in there. I don't know if y'all can see in this camera good. But yeah, I try to weld that pipe onto this pipe. And my welding thin metal skills just ain't the best. Actually, there is a gasket on there. Apparently it stayed on there though. It might be where I can just take this out into the shop and weld it. Try to weld it. Might have to do some grinding. Get it at least smooth. Grind this weld down where it'll be a good surface. And go from there. So let's go out to the shop and see what we can do. Alright guys, so out here in the other shop, and what I did is I got this big chunk here, and I can definitely match it up right here. And so I can get this lined up and get a tack on it where I've got it ground off, that way it won't move. I can turn it over and do the same thing and then clean it up good. So that's my plan, is just tack it right now and then turn it over, tack it on this side, and then try to weld it. It may be a series of tacks instead of a solid weld though, because my MIG is flux core and it don't weld thin metal very well. So we'll try it, and I'll try to find this tripod somewhere in here, get you set up. That's pretty ugly. Then we'll flip her over to the other side. Looks like it's on there pretty well though. Maybe it won't fall off as I grind this down. That weld looks a lot better than that first one. They don't look great. Alright, so now we're ready to just continue grinding on this thing. Try to get it as clean as possible. Man, I wish I could see. Alright guys, I'm about to run out of battery, but anyway, that's the turds I put on it. And maybe it'll hold. We'll get it back on there and show you what it looks like. Alright guys, got it bolted back in and fit the cranker up, see if it's got any leaks. Hope my battery don't die on my camera. I got a bad motor mount. Alright, thanks for watching guys. Stay tuned for more.